G'day trendsetters, just get a load of this big fat juicy tip cuttings we've got here on this fuchsia. Just gorgeous. But we're going to take those and propagate this fuchsia. So I'm just going to cut, well actually I'm going to cut above here because I just don't want to leave that stalk sitting on the plant, but I'm going to take my cutting from below there. There's a couple more here I want to take. I'll take 3 for now. There you go. I've got this nice big fat one here first. So basically I've got 3 nodes, so that'll be the first node, that'll be the second node, and that'll be the third node. What we'll do is cut just below, not too close but as close as possible, and we'll just strip the leaves off the bottom 2 nodes, and I'll just take the edge off that one, and that will be my fuchsia cutting. Now I'm in late winter, but, and I'll show you in a minute, I have already struck some fuchsias that I'd grown through winter, although our winter was quite mild. But anytime you see some nice big fat juicy new growth on your fuchsia, it's basically when you can take tip cuttings. Okay, the next step in preparing your cuttings is rooting hormone. This is Rich Grow Root Strike. It's just a powdered form. If I can get the lid off, I don't know if you can see that. Potting medium. So this is a sifted. So this is all I use for my sifting. It's just another seedling tray, but this one has a nice flat bottom and just these little slots through it. So if you've got one of these, great. If not, just find anything that'll sift. All I'm trying to do when I'm sifting is take the bigger particles out, bigger particles of the potting mix out, just to reduce, or not reduce, to improve the moisture retention around the cutting, and to enable it to strike better and quicker. So that's what I'm aiming to get out, just the bigger particles there. I'll use those, I'll put those back into a special potting. I'll use the potting mix 50-50, and I use that for potting on orchids and clivias and other stuff like that, so nothing goes to waste. But that just brings it up nice and fine, and yeah, it will improve the contact around the cutting. Potting mix, and the bits of white stuff in there is perlite. That will just help improve the drainage, but also keep moisture in the potting mix by doing that, keeping moisture firmly around the cutting and not allowing it to dry out. So all we need to do now is always dibble. I see lots and lots of videos being made, people just shoving the cutting into the potting mix. Don't. Whatever, it's just not good. It's not hard to do a little dibble. You only want the bottom node part in the rooting compound, and just place your cutting in, firm it in a little bit, and that's it. Beautiful. Now, I'll put these in their special little homemade hothouse, which is just a plastic storage, a clear plastic, or not a clear, opaque, semi-clear storage container. But I'll take you over and show you that. A few little things. We need to keep the humidity. You can do the plastic bag trick, a couple of sticks in your pot and the plastic bag and rubber band over the top, but I prefer this way. So we'll go and do that now. So these are the little fuchsias I took cuttings from, little fuchsia cuttings I took, oh, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks ago now. I never put dates on much, but they're well and truly away, and they need to be broken out of here and potted on. But I took those. I promised the lady I'd take some cuttings, and it was the middle of winter when I took them. So, like I said before, as long as you got those big, fat, plump tip growth on your fuchsia, then by all means take your cuttings. So this is just a storage container, one of those, I know what you call that, opaque. And I've got, this is probably the wrong season too, but this, I got these little, took these little coleus cuttings the other day. They look quite well. I'm happy with those. But what I've got in here is an upside down seedling tray, and I've got a little, about an inch of water in the bottom. This is to help maintain the humidity within the tray. These trays also don't seal properly. They're always vented, so the humidity won't become too overbearing. You can have too much humidity and you'll start to introduce fungi and rots. So all I do is sit the cuttings on top of the upside down seedling tray. I'll have to give those a water yet, and that's it. 4 to 6 weeks, they'll have struck roots and they'll be looking like these little guys here. Beautiful. I've got my storage container / greenhouse, or propagation greenhouse. Underneath I've got a little shade cloth tenty type area here, so it's fairly shady. Gets a little bit of morning light, bright morning light, but not direct sunlight, and then it's shaded for the rest of the day. And then I've got a tree to the west here which blocks out a lot of the western sun. So if you can place your cuttings in one of these containers in not a dark shade, but a well shaded but a well lit area, so bright area but not dark shade. I hope that makes sense. As bright as you can without being in direct sunlight is ideal for cuttings in this situation. You've already cut the sunlight down because of the, I don't know what you call it, the opaqueness of the container, but you still want to stay out of that direct hot sun so as to avoid cooking the little cuttings inside. Thank you for watching this video. It is a huge help to me if you would consider liking this video and subscribing if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. And again, thank you for watching and have a great day. Cheers.